This press conference. It is very important to us because as a university, our mandate is to research into the issues that affect our communities, the nation, and the international world, and to find resolutions to those issues. And for us, the University of Cape Coast, this press conference is very, very important to showcase to the world the resolutions that we have for issues related to cowpeas. So today, we have invited you here for you to see what we do in our College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences, the School of Agriculture, to let you know what our students have been doing, to let you know what the faculty have been researching into, and to show you the results of our research. When the Vice Chancellor speaks, he will speak about the details of why we are here. But on behalf of the Vice Chancellor and management of the University of Cape Coast, on behalf of our distinguished students, some of them are here, we welcome our guests and our partners to this press conference. And we hope that when we finish and you go, you will broadcast what we have been doing to make an impact on our society. You are most welcome.
The nutritional, socio-economic, and agricultural importance of cowpea cannot be overemphasized. The increasing population growth, hospitality industry, traditional and industrial processes, and the school feeding program are emerging markets in Ghana, demanding increased cowpea production in the face of the climate change phenomenon. However, the average annual yield of cowpea over the years has been relatively low to meet consumer needs. The effects of diseases and pests, as well as drought and soil factors, have been a challenge to the cultivation of cowpea in Ghana. The prevalence of the parasitic weed, Striga gesnerius, in the predominantly major cowpea production region of the dry savanna, northern Ghana, has been a serious threat to the cowpea industry due to yield losses. Besides the multiple raises of the parasitic weed in West Africa, coupled with the free movement of cowpeas through major trade routes among economic community of West African states, could influence dispersal of the parasitic weed to complicate control measures in target areas. Therefore, more resilient and diverse Striga-resistant cowpea varieties are required to improve production of the crop and create buffer against further invasion of the parasitic weed. In response to these challenges faced by the producers of cowpea, and in support of Government of Ghana's Planting for Food and Jobs flagship program, which has the supply of improved seedlings as one of its 5 components, the University of Cape Coast, as part of its research agenda to promote food security and poverty reduction in Ghana, and globally conducted research to address these challenges faced by cowpea producers. The outcome of the research by the University of Cape Coast and its collaborators has resulted in the release of 7 new varieties of cowpea by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. This is welcome news and a boost to the Government of Ghana's Planting for Food and Jobs flagship program. The 7 new cowpea varieties, namely Asare Moya, Kum Zoya, Saka Buro, Aluba Poly, UCC Eli, and Yo Pitio, have potential yield ranging from 2.0 tons per hectare to 4.6 tons per hectare. These new cowpea varieties have improved genetic traits, including Striga resistance, tolerance to viruses, rusts, root rot, drought, and early maturity traits, as well as dual-purpose use. This breakthrough in the release of these 7 varieties of cowpea is therefore timely and will help to promote the production of varieties of cowpea in the country and create jobs. This is University of Cape Coast's contribution to Planting for Foods and Jobs flagship program. I wish to congratulate the cowpea research team of the University of Cape Coast and the collaborating institutions, namely the Savannah Agricultural Research Institute, Plant Genetic Resources Research Institute, under the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and the University of Virginia, USA, as well as farmers, consumers, and all stakeholders who participated in the research activities. More importantly, I extend profound gratitude to the Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO, and the International Treaty on Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture for funding the cowpea project. Once again, let me use this forum to congratulate our researchers for their work, which has resulted in this great scientific achievement. Thank you.
Realize that we have research institutions in Ghana that are involved in cowpea breeding, but their efforts need to be complemented or augmented. And so we took it up to collaborate with the colleagues as a leading institution, realizing the potential and especially the location, strategic position of University of Cape Coast. We have all the agroecological conditions in terms of coastal savanna, the transition forest, savanna transition, and the forest conditions. And so we realized that we could take up a breeding of cowpea because we perceive that this region could be a strategic place for cowpea production. Besides also, we have been very much concerned with the infestation of striga, which has been a threat to cowpea production in the major producing regions of the northern Ghana. And so as part of our social responsibility and then impact, we advance the projects in collaboration with other institutions to carry out breeding and then also to develop these new cowpea varieties. It has been a long journey, a very rigorous exercise, which single institution could have found it very difficult to have achieved. But you know, as a university, we are quite open, and we are always out there to team up with others to work together. I deem it very timely for government policy on planting for food and jobs, and I congratulate the government of Ghana for that initiative. The planting for food and jobs requires seeds, improved seeds, and having come forth with 7 varieties of cowpea is just at an opportune time. And so this project has been sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, the United Nations, and then the International Treaty on Plants for Food, for Plant Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture. Now the project has come to an end, the sponsorship has come to an end, but the outcome of the project must meet the needs of Ghanaians, for which reason the project was funded. And so for sustainability, we are appealing to government through the Planting for Food and Job outfits to come to our aid to sponsor the production of certified seeds, because we now have foundation seeds. We need to advance them to produce the certified seeds for farmers to access. And so this is our humble appeal, so that the outcome of the research will have the needed impact and sustainably. And then also, not only that, we have products. Today we have exhibited various products from cowpea. And we are confident that this can be translated into industry. And government has an agenda for industrial setups, and that Ghana must go industry. Every product from our farms must enter into industry. And Cowpea is very strategic for industrial development.
I am Dr. Mrs. Augusta J. Frimpong from the Faculty of Science and Technology, Department of Vocational and Technical Education. With the resilience of the cultivated new beans or cowpea, we have a lot of food products that we can use them for. And this morning we have processed some into biscuits, cakes, turnovers, and even a drink. This is a new product. The drink is actually a new product, beans new product. And that is the early UCC beans or UCC early beans. That was what was used for the drinks. And I think it is a breakthrough that the government could take it up upon itself. With this new one district, one factory, I think this is something that could be useful for production.
Assessing the nutritional qualities and then sensory to make sure that we have safe food from Cowpea. So we can now move on.